You are basically doing what Meta recommends you to do.
Yeah. I mean, the Andromeda model makes so much sense when you look at the literature. When I say that technical media buying has been snuffed and the creative media buying has been buffed, like that's what we're talking about. So when you're like, this isn't working, think of creative first. What are your concepts, hook, pain points, offers? Are you having good nomenclature? Are you reacting what is positive? And are you iterating that process? If the answer is no, you're not using Andromeda.
Now, on either one of those ad accounts, which we just looked at some point you turn the ads off. So I noticed you had a couple of that were off right
now.
That
was not our choice. Unfortunately, we have like this one here. That person is no longer with the company. That person is no longer with the company.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we did do that one just because that one they just didn't like it. But all of the other ones we have are still on.
Got it.
Except for anything see how that was a person in the field. I don't know if you can tell, but that person in the field is actually the same one as this one here that was also off, is the same like person in the field that's starting with it. It's just basically they're like, hey, we're not allowed to use this anymore. We let them go. We can't use their likelihood. And so we just said, okay. So situationally we had to turn them off, but they had good performance.
Makes sense. So in what scenario do you ever shut anything off? I know I've asked this question before, but this is the question that keeps coming up.
What's funny is everyone knows now that there is a 50 ad limit inside of Andromeda. Yes. Now, if you were following me back then, you are not included in that. Right now, if we look at the active ads, because we're also iterating, I have 79 active ads in one ad set. Okay. So if you started back then, I have more accounts that don't have that 50 than I do have the 50 restriction. Because if we're working together back then, or if we were using Andromeda when we started teaching it back in February, March, there was no restriction. So all of those users were grandfathered in. So I can use as many ads as I want. Everyone else is stuck at 50. And it's not 50 active or 50 paused. You can only have total. So you have to start deleting, which really sucks for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we've been basically doing is after we start our 5 iteration process or our 10 iteration process, however many winners there are that we need to iterate, we look at what Meta has started to ignore. So anything that basically has had tested ad spend and buried deep, like under $3 per day in the ads, is where you're just going to start to see this basically get flatlined. And so those are the ones that we start to choose to hack off. So if we look at my account,
Meta basically shuts them off before you do.
Yeah. Like you saw how when we added new, everything dropped down by 60%. It's like, this is performing better than those. So as long as you keep doing that, you're going to naturally find a divergence between the ones that continue to work and the ones that continue to suck. And that's when you're just going to basically hack off, add more. It becomes very systemic. So if we look at this last 7 days as an example, we have our active ads in this one. We have 23. If you sort descending by spend and go down to the ones with like $30, look at the chart here and just say, was there any spend that has now been ignored? Yep. 34, 30 started to ignore it. And this has been flatlined into sub few dollar spends. Like I said, this one is on the chopping block. It's not going to do anything for us spending 70 cents a day when we're spending, 61 grand a week. You're not going to feel anything. So as long as Meta says, thank you, I don't need that one anymore, you can delete it.
But you also take that data and you say, okay, that to the creative team, those are not the ads that I want. I want more of the ads that are the other ads. Like if the chart is in the reverse, it just keeps going up and up and up and up. Right. Obviously, like the UGC ad that we showed in the previous example, like that's obviously you need more UGC. UGC is resonating with this audience or the particular message or the feature benefit that is being discussed in that UGC.
And what's crazy is that was true up to a point. Like everything with the dog picture is UGC, 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 non-UGC, UGC with a dog, UGC with a dog, non-UGC. We've gotten to this point of spending about $500,000 to $600,000 per month with just UGC. However, if we filter towards the ads that are, I think I might be able to now use filter only selected rows. If we filter all the non-UGCs in the last 30 days, you see my CPA is 233.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. We have to get rid of this one. Oh, that's 318. So anyway, that wasn't a UGC.
You're filtering 7. Okay, you're filtering 7.
Yeah,
got it.
I should be filtering 6 now. So the 6 ads that are non-UGC, I get 230. Look at this. Everything else is UGC. So these 6 ads, 230. When we remove the filter, my overall, when you include UGC, 371. My non-UGC is $100 $150 cheaper than my non-UGC. And the reason why is it says, hey, don't just basically make the same shit 3 different ways. Create different points of view and different variations. So again, we said, okay, we have to follow the hi-fi, lo-fi treatment. Hi-fi would be more graphics, lo-fi would be more UGC. We're doing the same thing, video static reels. Once we followed that, the stuff that we've been adding has actually been performing better than our UGC, and we're able to scale up yet again. So you can follow what works. But this has shown us that we tested all UGC, got us to a point. And we're like, well, this sucks. We try to UGC our way out of it because we thought that's what works. And we're like, let's try non-UGC. And all of a sudden, we up-leveled ourselves into the next one because those ads came in at 2/3 the cost of CPA. I was like, excellent. Maybe people probably need to see more than just UGC. See all these dogs? They're all getting healthier. Buy this product. This is why. Thank you. Like, that was the logical sequence to a sale that a person's mind had to go through. Problem, solution, together equals sale. Not just we solved this problem with trust us. I don't even show you the product. People need to see the product.
Right. Makes sense. And a couple of those ads, they were off, but you only turned them off after the spend went down to basically negligible levels where it was spending maybe $4 or $5 a day. But they had significant spend at one point in time, which is interesting.
Oh, they're rolling. So
because they're cycling in and out. I got you. So, all right.
And what we'll be talking about soon is I'm going to do one last example because there's a new feature inside of Meta. Okay, watch this. You ready? This is
I'm ready.
So freaking good. You were a Meta media buyer, right?
We are in the performance kitchen, ladies and gentlemen, blowing stuff up.
You were a Meta media buyer, right?
I am.
Like we all were. All right.
Yes.
So would you say that this one ad set and this 47 ads in the last 37 days went $28,000 out of $31,000, 28 out of 31 across how many active? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, 12 ads. Okay, let's just do this. Let's look at the active delivery. So 11 ads right now. Only 1 of 11 is working, and it's getting all of but $3,000 out of the total 31,000. This is what normally people would be like, got to shut that one off, right? This is what we all believe.
Back in the day.
Exactly. Back in the day, that's what the SOP was. If you went back to your handbook when you were hired at like Tenuity or whatever it is, you'd be like, shut up.
Minimize, maximize, optimize. That's what we used to. We used to have a spreadsheet of like any ad that looked like that, minimize.
Exactly. Like you pause it, you're like, I have to get everything else to start.
Yeah.
Watch this. Look at Meta's new beta. Go into ad set, go into charts. There's a creative fatigue meter.
Ooh.
Now this creative fatigue meter says the creative fatigue meter says, I'm sorry, media buyer. You think that one ad is getting all of the ad spend is horrible. We're only 12% fatigued.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So this is basically even saying, hey, no, don't shut that off. You're only 12% fatigued. And some days it actually is better, 7%. As of more recently, last 3 days, hey. Why? Because Andromeda is doing the targeting. It says
that's at the ad set.
People.
If I'm reading this correctly, that's at the ad set level.
Ad set level, but the ad set level is only one ad is $28 out of $31,000. And
got it. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. Can you do that at the ad level too, or no? It's only at the ad set level.
Unfortunately, it's just at the ad set level, which makes sense because you can't have creative fatigue at the ad level.
It's true.
The creative does the targeting.
Yeah, creative does the targeting.
If that ad fatigues itself, my spend can roll to 9 more ads easy. It just doesn't. Why? It's working. Remember when I said follow Meta spend?
Yeah.
Now, this is actually bringing us some of the most efficient NCAC we've ever seen. We've actually shut off Google ads by 95%.
Wow.
And so what I mean by
they were like all Google shopping, weren't they at one point?
Performance max counting the existing customers, yes.
Yeah.
And so that's what was very interesting is if we just look at the last 30 days compared to last 30 days compared to the previous year, and then we look at all here, not active ad, but just all, and then we go into this one here for the same account, and then we go into the campaigns here last 30 days compared to the previous year, and we'll do all here, not just all enabled or anything. We can look at the costs and say, okay, our cost year over year went from 40 grand down to 4,200. We're 90% down in spend.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is all BS. We did CAPI imports. We're like, nothing has ever worked in here. Cut out 35 grand. Hop over into Meta and we say, okay, Meta year over year, we're tech on our 3,500. So we're down 3,500 plus 35 grand. So we're $40,000 reduced, and we're only spending 4,200 plus 3,100, 35. So we went from spending 75 down to 35. We cut off 40 G's.
Wow.
And now with the total top line, which if we look at the last 30 days compared to previous year, and we go into analytics, go in the last 30 days, and then optimize towards this way, and then compared to previous year, our total top line is up 0.7% by cutting out 60% of all of our ad spend. Why? This is when you're looking at the actual difference between attribution and contribution. Everything was just sucking off the teat of the returning customers because those are 75% of the time. Focus on NCAC and profitability. You say, okay, I didn't need the other $40,000 a month in ad spend because MMM was telling us that's useless. It was. Attribution gave us a signal. Reduction in spend gave us a confirmation.
So let me guess. Your Google ad spend is all brand name.
It's just a PMAX brand. That's all it is.
PMAX brand.
Think about this. It's lobster. Everyone pulls lobster out of the ocean. You didn't make it, you didn't season it, you didn't spice it, you froze it and sent it to me. So all I have to do is just count on it being cheap. Well, I'm not going to take the most expensive network, try to be number one for everyone that's looking for the cheapest product, but I can win compared to my competitors if I'm the only one in your feed, just, shoving my amazing messaging down your throat.
But also in the feed, they're not necessarily in market. They're not in that bloody red ocean of those high value keywords, which is like basically a race to the bottom. Whoever's cheapest wins.
Yeah. And especially in Google Shopping, which is because Google Shopping didn't work and then they switched over to Performance Max. Performance Max is like, look at all of everything that I'm doing. What happens is, like, if you type in like Maine lobster, everyone's running like free 1 day. You get shipping, but it's like everyone is just trying to basically sell you $200, $300, $400, $500 worth of lobster.
Right.
We did a list building in Meta that says, go sign up for my text messages and you'll receive 2 free lobster tails if you spend more than $100. We're like, okay, that's a pretty good deal. So I get 2 free lobster tails. I'm just trying to get lobster for cheap. But if you're going to give me 2 free tails on an order worth over $100 and you're putting your money where your mouth is, look at our first click attributed sales. We have $300,000 in sales with 235 new customers coming from SMS. I'm just using Meta as list building right now.
Yeah.
So a better
John, it's Attentive that's getting all those customers for you.
First click text message.
First click text message.
First click text message. Thanks. Attribution. Please, all, when you look at attribution, if you just turn that into gospel, you're going to have a bad time. I should say this: if you're looking at attribution as gospel, AI could do that. So please don't try to put yourself in a position that can be replaced by AI also being wrong.
Oh my God, it's so true. Well, I mean, that's what we're trying to teach people here on this channel and on this show, is to look at the broader view and how all the channels work together. And Andromeda is amazing.